Due to the unbelievable pressing need for me to release this video, I have to do a quick crash course to show you what exactly I've bought because I didn't have time to make a sequence to show you, so consider this the sequence. Yes, I've done it. I bought myself a Jag. And, well, I like to think not just any Jag. It's a 2008 Jaguar XF. Not this one though, this is someone else's, this guy's. Mine is not running, so I couldn't bring it out to do any fancy B-roll and lots of nice slider shots and make it look all lovely. Currently, it looks like this. Not good. But during this series, we're going to put it back together to make it look like this.
Alright, Jesus, I'm half dead. It's currently 8 o'clock. 8:05, something like that. I don't have a phone on me. And the agenda today is we're going to take an engine out of my Jaguar XF. For those of you who don't know, this is my 2008 Jaguar XF, which I bought at Copart, and it was a really disappointing experience. I went down with like a card, and they said, "Oh, well, you're a first-time buyer, so I can't really let you pay by card." And I was like, what fucking difference does it make? I have this car about 2 months now, and we're finally getting the engine out now to change it. Obviously. Maybe turn that down a bit. Okay, back. It's a new day and a new video because it's been 2 months. We're working on the Jaguar. I think I already said that. Basically, I didn't record anything yesterday because I was just wrenching away and like everything was boring and I wasn't bothered, but still, anyway, today I'm recording and just there's so much to do. I'm going to take the front off, so right, okay, hang on, we'll circle back so I can actually explain my plan to you. We're going to drop the engine out of the car and then, yeah. So that's the plan. So it looks like a fairly straight run, but there's a few hiccups. There's an AC line running to the back of the AC pump, which you cannot access, and it's running up across the body to there. So I'm gonna have to find a way to release that. Hopefully there's a disconnect under the inner wing here. I didn't take out the plastic inner wing yet. The exhaust needs to be removed entirely, which is a bit of a faff because you think they just put a clamp on it. Like you have to take the entire exhaust cap back, it needs to come off, or you grind your fingers on trying, or you grind your fingers trying to unbolt the cats from the manifold. So no, I'd rather take the exhaust off. Yeah, the front needs to come out so we can slide a pallet truck. Going to use a pallet truck. Why don't you use an engine crane? Because I need the engine crane to pull the engine off the subframe. Fucking idiot. I currently also need to access the alternator, and there's a harness at the back of the engine going down to the gearbox. Am I forgetting anything? Okay, right, we'll do it. Alright, midway through the time lapse, my camera died, so I went and recharged it. This is the stage we're at. Let me grab my light. Yoink. So I got the radio area out. This sort of frame piece here, which I like to call the skull because it holds lights and stuff, don't mind me. It's really like quite hard to take out actually, and I don't even know whether it comes out. It looks spot welded in places and then bolted in places, so I don't know. I don't need to take it out, so I'm going to leave it. The radiator's opened enough space. So, in addition, I went to the back of the car and I did the exhaust, which you can see here. It turns out I didn't have to take it all off. I just had to pry open the clamps going onto the catalytic converters a bit, and then it actually, the flange on the exhaust slipped past. Thank God, because that would have been a fucking mission. It already was, kind of, because it's really heavy and I'm on my own. But yeah, so next is, oh, I nearly forgot actually, hang on a minute. I also disconnected the AC line there. That AC line is running to the pump, which you cannot access. Right there. That AC line, I disconnected that. Okay, cool. Nice grainy shot there for you to elope yourself in. The AC pump is there. And as you can see, there's absolutely no way you could get to that, or indeed the back of it, to disconnect any pipes whatsoever. And what also concerns me too is if the alternator ever failed, it's looking like you'd nearly need to take the engine out. Like maybe you could take the head off and then get to it, but like, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of disassembly for an alternator. Now, what did I find? I found a troubling amount of oil in the intercooler. Let's go there now. Don't put this in. I think I'll just hold it up. It's probably handiest. Oh God. Can you see that? Can you see that? It's pissing everywhere. There's oil in there, okay? Trust me, there is. Yeah, there's a lot. There goes my fucking torch. Right. Yeah, so there was a lot of oil in the intercooler. Turbo related, more than likely. I'm hoping the turbos are okay. Like, it's just a build-up. I don't know. I prefer not to replace the turbos, like any sane person, but if I have to, I will. And you definitely need to take the engine out to change the turbos, so I'm going to make sure they're okay. And yeah, where are we now? Yeah, so we've a harness to disconnect at the back of the engine. It's going down to the gearbox and into said gearbox, so I can't disconnect it at the box. But there's a harness to disconnect it from. Is it a harness? But there's a plug to disconnect it from the harness in the car, which is fine. The only thing is I have absolutely no idea how the plug opens and I can't see it, so that's shit. Yeah. After that, time lapse.
Alright, a few things I forgot to mention. One, the caliper has to come off. Some of you may already know that. As well as that, the upper control arm needs to be removed so that the knuckle and the bottom control arm can come with the subframe when I drop the engine down. Or when I did drop the engine down. Whatever way you want to take it. I already have the other side done, and we're currently doing the left hand side. In addition, I also unbolted the shock mount, which allowed the strut to lift off with the body as I dropped the engine out of the car. The upper control arm was actually, you know, a bit of a bitch to take out, just for the fact it was spinning as I turned the nut. As you can see, I have a helping pair of hands, and that was my camera guy. He came later in the day. One.
Okay, it's honesty time. kind of forgot to record taking out the engine. I didn't forget, I was lazy. During all the fluster, ended up not taken out. I'm sorry, but I will record putting it back in and assembling everything back together. So stay tuned, but yeah, apologies for that. Anyway, we got the engine out. I say we because Dad, the engineer, and my little nephew actually helped. You'll probably see them again, probably.
And unfortunately, that's all I can fit into a 10-minute video. So if you liked it, be sure to subscribe to see where it goes and where it leads to. What happens to the Jaguar? Do I put an engine in it? Nobody knows, apart from me. No, not even I know, because it's not done yet. Well, with that, check out my links below. Used songs are linked below if you want to rob them or listen to them. I don't care. Have a good day. Peace out.